Let me tell you, if any day I find that God kills, I will kill. Yes, because after all, I am supposed to follow God. Let's think about it critically. Why would God ask you not to kill if God kills? Do you understand that in the Ten Commandments, one of the commandments is you must not kill? So why will a God who kills have the authority to tell you not to kill? You see, by that one behavior, God would not have the moral justification to tell us not to kill. Are you getting me? Now, let me tell you one instance. There was a place in the Bible that the Bible said that God told Saul to go and kill, right? Because of what those people had done to them when they were coming at a particular point. And so it felt like God remembered those people's um, actions against the Israelites. Why would that kind of God have the effrontery to tell you to forgive and forgive 10,000 times or 7 times, 70 times? No. Are you getting me? And that's why we always say that people need to apply critical reasoning when reading the scriptures, because without critical reasoning, you can't understand the scriptures. Are you getting? So, if you look at it, you cannot judge people for something that you yourself do. It is wrong. And that's why Jesus Christ said that before you judge another person, make sure that you remove the log in your own eye before you're talking about the speck in another person's eye. And so if we have a God who kills at any provocation, right? Now, that kind of God has a wood in his own eye, and so it cannot tell us not to kill or punish us for killing. No. Are you getting me? And so we need to understand that God cannot kill. He cannot kill because if he starts to kill, the whole concept of justice and forgiveness and everything that we talk about God, it will make no sense, because he's just going to lose his temper like every other person. Are you getting me? And so it is a point that is essential for us to understand that God cannot kill. Do you understand me? Now I'll give you another instance again. And so you see, in the Bible, any kind of death that they cannot explain, they attribute it to God. And that is why you see that God was constantly killing. Now, I'll tell you one situation. Do you understand that Tamar's husband, the Bible said he died? And then the younger brother who took over the wife, who took over Tamar, he also died. Do you understand that in modern day, you will understand that they are all having a particular disease in their family, and that's why they were dying. And so, I'll give you one good situation. Do you understand that people die in the hotel when they carry prostitute to the hotel, right? And so now, if it was in the Bible's time, somebody is going to tell you that, oh, because the wife was felt cheated, so she prayed to God, and that's why the man died at the hotel. But then we have come to understand that these people are dying because of hypertension. They use drugs to enhance their sexual prowess, and they died for that because why their heart could not carry the strength that their body was requesting, and that's why they died. Are you getting? But then, if it was the Bible's time, if it was in the time of the past when they did not really understand a lot, they would tell you that it was the woman's prayer at home, or because the man was cheating on the woman, and so God killed the man. And that's why you need to understand certain things when you read in the Bible, because when you are in the modern time, so you have more reasoning capacity to think that, oh, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it. Even though people will say it is God, but you have to think critically about this and understand that this can't be God. Are you getting me? And so that's why you need to understand that so many things you see in the Bible that is attributed to God. God did this, God did that, God did it. No, God cannot be involved in those things, because the moment God gets involved in those things, he loses the capacity, the moral justification to effect justice, to punish us for doing the same thing. And that's why you see that I will keep telling you, God cannot kill. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sound reason that God should kill. Do you see? The last time I was telling you that God has so many ways, and you get him, that he should not kill. He has so many measures available to him that he should have applied instead of killing. And so why does he still kill? And you get me? So if a God saw all these measures and felt no need to use them at any point in time, and if that same God turns around to start killing people for what they did, No, that is on seriousness, in my own opinion, and I'll tell you, it's on seriousness. And so, a God that saw an opportunity that this person it will become somebody like this, and did not do anything about it, he left that person. And so, and then when the person starts doing something that God has already known that person would do eventually, and so God kills that person. It just shows that no, God cannot be that unserious. And I'm telling you, God cannot be that unserious. And so, we need to understand that God cannot kill. And so it needs us to have the accurate understanding of what is happening in the Bible. Because, see, let me tell you, people use God to justify their greed, their bad hot temper, their low self-esteem, their need for validation. Are you getting me? So people use God to back all of these things. The action they take in response to these things, right? The action they take in response to these things, they attribute it to God. For example, if someone loses his temper and kills somebody, will say, and God told him to kill it. Instead of him to face the judgment that he has killed somebody, will say, and God told me to kill him. And that's why you see that when you now see all of these things, you need to understand the character of God, because outside the character of God, every other thing is done by the devil. You need to understand that. Oh, yes, every other thing is done by the devil when you outside the character of God. And that's why we have come to seek Christ, and we are going to confirm those things that we see in the Bible, in the scriptures, that they said were done by God, or were perpetrated by God, so to say. And the Christ come to demonstrate it. Because if Christ does not come to demonstrate it, then you just know that these people are just saying something else. Do you get? So Christ is supposed to show you the truths that God has done in the scriptures, and none of those truths. In any of those truths, you can't find killing, you can't find insulting, you can't find unforgiveness, you can't find any of these things. Now, nobody did. Now, you didn't find anywhere in the scriptures that somebody offended the disciple, and so Christ went to kill the person because of it. No, you didn't find any of such things in the scriptures. And that's why you need to understand that if he's not in Christ, then he's definitely not in God, because Christ shows us God. Are you getting it? Christ manifests God to our sin. And so anything we don't find in Christ is this. See, you need to be bold enough to understand that, oh, this thing is not from God. And you need to be bold enough. So a lot of people, I think they are scared to accept that, to acknowledge that this is not from God, and that's why they continue to believe things that do not align with the character of God. So I can tell you from a place of personal understanding, an accurate understanding, that God cannot kill. Because if God starts to kill, see, let me tell you, if any day I find that God kills, I will kill. Yes, because after all, I am supposed to follow God. That is what the Bible said. Be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. If that perfection includes killing, I will kill. I'm telling you truth. I will kill. And so, if God, are you getting me, that I'm serving is killing, I'm telling you, I will kill. Because I'm just going to blame it on God. God kills, and so I'm killing. They said I should be perfect like God, so I'm killing. And you understand? So